Well, it's not yet. It's got to warm up, and fire up the CPU and then shovel some bits down a pipe. Right, we have stream liftoff. Here we are. Merry festive
ho ho ho
Crusader Kings. We don't have any small children to play with Lego, although Gareth has done his best with the Transformer.
things on a whatnot.
Yes. So here we are. Here's the picture of the current extent of the Empire of England. You can see that it extends from the western tips of Spain down to North Africa and into just into Asia, and up as far as borders of the White Sea.
White Sea? Is there a White Sea? I didn't know there was a White Sea.
Apparently there's a White Sea. That might not be what it's called, like, officially.
You configure OBS to stick Holly on your display or something.
Yes. Well, I was thinking that realistically we should have little Santa hats on our little Basileus.
That might be quite hard to achieve.
It's true. Also, it's not Christmas
Actually,
for him right now.
The portrait's always in the same place on the screen, so you could probably just draw something in and ask OBS to overlay it. And you couldn't see it, but everyone on YouTube could.
It's true.
But, have you thought of this, like, 3 days ago?
It might be technically possible, but yes. It turns out we're states. So, we're still in the position where, like, everyone is probably in a defensive pact against us.
Well, that's okay. You've got, like, 10 years until you come of age.
I've got 10 years till I come of age. There are some patches that don't, but I have a horrible feeling that, like, I've married them. Although, there is a Byzantine revolt.
There is always
That's true. Let's go and see if I've got any good claims against the Byzantine revolt. No. Right.
Was that 0 claims?
No, I've got one, but it's on behalf of an unlanded woman, so survey says that's a bit of a pain, so fair. So let's start time running, and let's start time running medium fast. And go, ooh, everyone's leaving the defensive pact against me.
Should I do something about making the television work?
If you can pass me an HDMI cable, which is under the sofa somewhere. This is so tempting.
What?
Everyone's leaving the defensive pact.
Well, that's fine. You can attack them if you want.
It's true.
I mean, going to war is not something that your
my regent
has much problem with.
Strong opinions about. It's true.
They don't want you to revoke the Kingdom of England.
Yeah, but war is a-okay.
But yes, because
Okay.
Broadcast in which the Queen reflected on a time of exceptional difficulty.
Christians, Jesus is the light of the world. But we can't
I suppose the only interesting.
today in quite the usual
It's
way.
very slow.
The pandemic had disrupted so
It will probably try again. It's decided that switching over to the Crusader Kings channel is forbidden.
well, yes, you've got monarchs on other channels now.
It's true. The Empire wasn't as big when Queenie came to the throne. Most of the interesting bits had left by then.
I think it was probably still, in terms of area, bigger than what you've got here.
Ooh, tricky. I mean, like 87 people left the defensive pact. Or at least I assume 87 people left the defensive pact. I've been clicking through them and I don't think I've seen any messages other than people leaving the defensive pact. But, it's possible that someone did something other than leaving the defensive pact.
Yes, I'm sure there must be some weird bug here that we're managing to trigger.
Yes.
My sister.
That's really good. Well, some people are joining the defensive pact, so,
Well, in that Okay, stay paused and find out who's left out.
Well, yes, obviously. Betrothed can marry. Yes. See, I'm less than 90% threatening. Look how unthreatening I am.
Well, I mean, to be fair, your last war was internal.
It's true.
Right, essentially no one's in the defensive pact against you right now. And
Right.
This isn't quite true. Anatolia and the Byzantine Empire are, and a few other little things. But in particular, the HRE isn't. Both of the remaining Irish realms aren't.
Norway isn't, and most of the remaining Spanish realms aren't. So, Mr. Bond, what have we got in our pockets? We have 2 little baronies in our pockets. Let's zip back to realm view. Let's zoom in a bit so we can actually see things. So, do we have any claim against you? Not a very helpful one. Or the petty king of Connacht. It appears to be and not that either.
So, for those, we would need to track down and claim them.
Indeed. So,
Do we have a claimant on the Kingdom of Norway?
that's theoretically possible. We have. Yes, we have a claim on Norway. How scary is Norway? Moderate, but not like terrifying. Do we have claims on any of these bits while we're, in the area? Poland, do I have any claims on Poland? I do. Follow-up question, do I have any good claims on Poland? Not that good. So you're quite feeble as well. Can I find actually any claimants on Poland that have a good claim? You have a weak claim on Poland. You also have a weak claim on Poland. You have a strong claim on Poland. And you have some sproglings.
Quite old, so you need them all to finish fairly swiftly.
Yeah, but they've only got like 3,000 troops. So, let's invite you to court. Right, so, I've already got someone with a claim on Norway.
So that would use up your 2
No,
barons.
Norway, I've already got someone with a
Yeah,
claim.
he's unlanded, as I recall.
Yeah. Okay, so I should wait until I've got so-and-so to my court, and hopefully they won't join the defensive pact. So, King of Leon has joined. Count of the Hebrides has done something. Right.
Well, they came out fairly
I
well.
think that was not the right person arriving at your court.
No, that was not the right person arriving at my court.
And that one.
However,
That one. And that one.
jolly good. Well done. So, we now have 2 people at our
Was
court.
that you've got one more minor message? Check that it's not Poland joining the defensive pact.
I'll check that it is not Poland. It's King of Portugal. Well, Portugal exists now, that's nice for it. So, right, well,
So you're going to declare war on Norway and Poland?
yep.
Okay.
Well, they're both
Yes, I
Relatively
think it will be fine.
relatively small, so... Declare war on... Poland.
Might be worth I was going to say scrolling down and checking that. Oh no, you definitely didn't have a claim on the kingdom before. So
I really didn't.
I just
Right.
because with the Norway one, I didn't. You scrolled past your first claimant on Norway to check whether any of the others you've got any others that aren't.
I'm going to grant him landed title and then transfer his vassalage.
Yes, okay, that I believe works.
Let's go for Middlesbrough.
So then, in theory, you can work this out by yeah. But actually, you just find the count of his county. So.
Capped off winner. Transfer vassalage. Doof. Baron Middlesbrough. Norway. Right click. Declare war.
Check that that's our own claimant for Norway.
Is there any sensible claimant
Well,
for Norway?
Yes.
Poland. We've already done Poland. Right, you. Give you the other landed
There's a
title.
slight problem that is he married to someone who's landed in your realm?
Yes.
Assume yes. Okay, carry on. I just there's a slight inheriting out danger if she were outside your realm, but not much of one because after all he's about to become a king.
Yes. Yes, it's true. So, anyway, grant him landed title. Barony of Spalding. And find Baron thing, transfer vassalage of Baron of Spalding. Right, so off we
You
go
tend to go to.
on
yes,
to
I think
the
I do.
sub-realms we see. So we are attacking Poland. So we have a Lithuanian revolt, but that's fine. So let's zoom in a bit. Let's zoom in a bit. Ah, no, it's fine.
Bit more than that. Gregory Senior isn't one of yours yet.
Oh yeah, Red Ruthenia's not.
Anyway, so
Pannonia.
there are some slightly more distant bits of Pannonia to the south of yours.
Yeah.
Just raise them somewhere that Poland won't see.
Yep. So
And
they've
Bohemia is
got
one of yours, I think.
And Bohemia is one of mine.
That looks like just that.
And oh, let's get Franconia as well. Right, so over here we want, obviously we want Denmark and some ships.
You can walk into Norway.
Yeah, but it's actually quite faffy because of all the mountains.
Okay.
You know, actually I think better off mostly going in by ship and maybe doing a bit of walking when I'm there. Let's raise England and some ships, and Brittany and some ships. Right, Scotland, some ships. I might raise Lithuania so I've got a comfortable majority there. Okay, I don't know what Lusitania is doing up there, but whatever.
Oh right, there's currently an Irish revolt breaking your rather tiny Kingdom of Ireland apart.
Into bits, yes. So that's got me. That's definitely enough to take on Poland. Sorry, take on thing. Let's. Oh yes, Swabia. Oh, that was worthwhile. That's a bit more worthwhile. Right, you guys get together over there. Guys, I think let's march you over there so that I can nip round the edge. Right. Barn ship. Turn down time while I remember. Right, so we're May. What kind of supply so I think I will just go straight in there. Let's put some people in charge of it. Siege leader kicking around. Has anyone seen the siege leader this millennium? No.
Well, you put one in the centre.
Oh yeah, okay, right, fine. Else. And you, right, there we go.
Looks like the county you're coming ashore in is already occupied by someone else.
Ooh, maybe I should stop.
I think you also have more troops available now than arrived in the season from that season.
Is there music playing somewhere?
Yes.
Or is it outside?
Yes.
Good.
If not,
Fortunately, well, unfortunately, that's a random mayor in Norway. No, okay, apparently that is important in a way. Oh well, right. Well,
you'll start your siege in the north then.
right, let's just check. Right, supply limits are fine.
Did it spike you?
It definitely menaces with spikes. And it spikes with menaces.
Often.
Oh,
Oh, good. Right, let's glue some of those guys together. Let's put you in charge. Right, let's hope you can acquire some stuff.
Of course, your troops cease fleeing when we reach Opland because Opland is your territory.
Yep, isn't it nice? So, right, let's just glue that lot together. Oh, okay, let's not do that. Let's, in fact, send you up to that sea area where we can join the club. That's already there. And maybe improve morale a bit. Let's march you in there. You in there. Ooh, we've finished building hypercourses on the cathedral. Go over there. Let's put Dinesh in charge of you. Right. The French Holy War for Herod ended. We won.
Why you can create a title then.
Ooh,
Someone else can create it as well.
it's true. Hey, look, people are joining the defensive pact against me. Yes, we can create the Duchy of Herod,
well, let's do it.
wherever that is. Somewhere. Around here.
Weird creaking noise. I think the laptop.
Was it you or the laptop?
I think it was the laptop.
Top of it.
Aha, and he has created the Duchy of Thingy.
I need a brief slipper interlude. Very warm.
That's what we expected. So you lot to march you down here. No, okay, let's march you up.
And then Gurg. It's Gurg.
Let's do that. That's a better route.
I don't know what that means. That means chicken in the head.
English fleet on observation there. Good. And the defensive pact.
To what?
Everyone's-
Giant turkey?
No, just got the dates.
Okay.
No one is apparently watching, so curiously, other people have estimates.
Ian was in Earth briefly. Just good to know.
At least I have 0 confirmed viewers.
Oh, cheered up Cumbria a bit.
Hey, that's not that. Just lifting up some.
The plan is to win a few sieges over here, maybe then go and kick that army that's sitting there. Ooh. So, who the hell are you? You're the Red Ruthenian army. Why am I besieging Red Ruthenia? Let's not do that.
Have they joined the war?
That's a good question. That's the Polish War. They have indeed joined the war.
I would go give that conveniently small army a quick thrashing.
So where are they going? They're going into that county there. Let's stick Danish in there. And
Not sure what that one meant.
there. Thierry. Let's take you in there. Glue, push you in there.
Thank you. Battle will end up with completely wrong commanders.
I don't have many commanders on this side. Most of my commanders are in Norway, so hopefully when they glue together...
They've decided not to make that move now.
Oh, what a shame. So they're going to Podlazy. Let's zoom in so we can actually see. They're going there. Okay, well...
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right, in that case, what I'm going to do
I might see.
is march everyone into actual Poland
No, I don't see.
and get occupying.
Liquid states.
Do I want to raise France? Because they've got a reasonable amount of army. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, part of why you're having these battles now is to dispose of the Red Ruthenian army before it can get together with the Polish army.
Yes. We've finished the tavern for the Southern Arboreal Stop. Oh dear, Beowulf has died.
Well, that's pity, because you probably can't retract the kingdom for this son.
No. Oh look, everyone's...
Maybe it occurs to me now that we should have placed him under house arrest in order to minimise his chances of dropping dead, rather than leaving him in the dungeon.
Oh, that's true. Usually they petition you to do
yes,
that.
but I think you can do it voluntarily
Yes.
if you actually have cause to want to keep a prisoner alive. So I think the death rate in the dungeon is rather higher than under house arrest, and the death rate in the oubliette is higher than in the dungeon.
Yes.
And the death rate when you click the execute button is even higher
Higher
still.
still, yes. Yes, well, obviously that's going to be quite high. Right, so they're all nicely besieging something.
Through definition, you've no idea what's going on.
There we are. We have...
Curiously,
let's
in this game,
send you over there.
monarchy is transmitted instantaneously, and you can always tell when it happens.
Well, it's like Pratchett,
Yes,
you
it's like
know,
fast
monarchy
moving
goes
fast.
faster than light.
The transmitting information by torturing a small king.
That's okay, we've got one here.
Small emperor.
That's
Small
true.
Basileus. Indeed.
We do have a small Basileus. Okay, so why are you guys sitting there? Why are you not in there already?
We apologise for Gareth's weird noises.
You know, it's my neck. You're used to this by now.
Chunk. Right, let's
Ah,
put Beowulf in there.
Then turn something somewhere.
And now I need you doing actual fast stuff. Right, there we are.
Okay, I turn one so it points the same way as the other.
Right, now we're shoveling everyone in there. Why is time going so fast? I'm sure I turned it down. Right, we have besieged somewhere. How is the battle going? It's going a bit better now. Ah, right, there we go. Now I've shoveled in all my forces. Ooh, they do have some quite good commanders though. Ooh. Right. Unfortunately we're the defenders and we've now got quite a numerical advantage.
Yes, you did briefly use the charging through own melee troops tactic.
I'm sure that's going to go really well for people.
Well, it doesn't go well for your infantry.
It's true. We won a battle, right? We're at 56% war score in Poland.
You
Brilliant.
haven't occupied anything yet.
Yes. Right, oh look, people are joining the defensive pact.
That should be on top, which it is.
Defensive pact. Defensive pact. Well, we're trying to kill people. Right. Let's glue my armies together. Let's go and see how that army's doing. Sort of okay. Oh dear. Look, you're my flanker. You're meant to, like, actually be good at flanking. Right.
So
So,
who's shooting?
you're my sister,
So might inherited, you get murdered soon.
but after my elder sister
Alright, so
Weasel.
she's the
Second in
sister,
line.
So fairly unlikely to inherit.
I will see if I can get her a good matrilineal marriage.
So then I would go for a genius or similar together. No, right, okay. You can't turn her into good reading stock. Basically, yes. Matrilineal marriage will get you a courtier. A prince.
Yeah.
Will not curiously enough get you anyone land.
But let's get her a Prince of Sweden.
If it's okay for you to end up with a...
Well, temporarily it's okay. In the long run, that gives me people of my dynasty with claims on the throne of Sweden.
True.
You know, which I'm generally in favour of. Let's assign her a guardian.
With a warning of some sort.
Let's do that. Do I want to shove some troops in there?
I think that will go fine.
Well, we've lost one of our wings in a freak accident.
Yeah,
But I've got, like, 2 perfectly cromulent wings. One of which doesn't appear to be led by anyone, but I'm sure we can fix that at some point in the future. Okay.
That's that one. Then we flibble the knee.
Do you know?
Right, so
Do you not spike yourself with spiky thing
I've
again?
done that already.
Okay,
several
just
times.
checking. Oops, right, so you're now besieging and slightly out of supply, so let's move you into that place where You are currently slightly... Ah, there we go. Right, let's assault that place, because that will improve things a bit.
Maybe that wasn't that. Oh, okay. No, that was that. That was that.
I think we'll probably assault here as
I
well.
think that was that. Then there's a flappy thing. Not enough flappy to do it.
Okay, that's at least got that down to something reasonable. Okay, we're besieging a 5.5 fort here, which is why it's taking such a long time.
It is, I think, the capital of Poland.
It is indeed the capital of Poland, so it should get me lots of points when, in fact, I win. Right, so what did I besiege? So I have besieged Dover. You are that. Let's send you over there, so I'm not too far away from a large army.
The flappy thing. It is all flappy.
Right, so these wars are progressing nicely. Your intricate wet weaver. Some more inheritances. We should probably do a round of vassal fettling after this. Fettle. Siege of New Victory. Right, that's got us up to 66 war score in Poland. They're desperately trying to besiege somewhere in Lithuania. But that's fine. Holding into Britain is under siege. Yes, we've noticed. I've imprisoned some people. Defensive pact, imprisoned, not imprisoned. War against tyranny of despot Galia of Wise, the despot won. Wow. What are we doing? You're marching over there. You're besieging Borgund. Okay. I can usurp the Kingdom of Galicia. Wow. It's quite expensive, but no, we do not want to create the Emperor Francia for several reasons. I can also usurp the Duchy of Galicia, but if I... So, let's go and find the De jure Kingdom of Galicia.
It's like those three counties in the corner.
Okay. Right. So they're part of Castile. So what have we got? We've got him who's on -6. And she's on +39.
The Queen of Castile. I would be inclined to grant it to the Queen of Castile.
Yeah.
And then allow.
Yes.
Oh, with the viceroyalty. That's, yes, of course, that
Yes.
would work.
So let's give her the viceroyalty for there.
Which will then snatch that county out from her when she dies.
Yes,
Or rather, from her heir.
it's true. It'll be a laugh. That's back. So we're besieging Brodno. Right, let's go back to actual realms, not random de jure hamsters. Yurik. Bishopric of Romney is currently hotly contested for reasons I don't quite understand. Right. Let's also start sending my ships to ports, because frankly I don't need to shovel any people around at the moment. Are you already there? What's this bank?
Maybe.
I think I'll just not right clicking properly.
okay. That's it. Actually, that's just occurred to me. Which is, let's raise
There will certainly be some clicking over
your
here.
guys. It's true.
Possibly. If it's in the right orientation. But
We
anyway.
can dismiss those fleets.
So hopefully this should now click in.
And ports.
And that's not right there. That's, I think it's in the wrong place. Oh dear. Is that what that one over there?
Victory.
Time
So that's 70% will score.
Right, yes, the hips in the wrong
Bit
orientation.
Custodian. There's Custodian.
I think.
Well, let's hurl ourselves in there. Either we fight people, which gets us war
Hello
score.
stream, sorry.
Ooh, they're besieging that back. How besieged there are we? Not very.
That I think is now in the right orientation. Unlike, as they say, my neck.
I need to send you in there to fight them. Having painstakingly besieged some of it, I don't need getting it back. Get right. We can dismiss that fleet. Ooh. Let's form a close relationship with our mentor in the hope that, good things happen. Okay, so they're wandering off somewhere. Where are they wandering off to? They're wandering off over there. Fine. Either we can fight you or we can besiege. We're fine either way. There goes that battle. Right, okay. So the 3 lions are taking out the 1 lion.
One line with an axe.
Jules remains the gleaming.
Right, so that's going okay.
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 Oh,
So,
that's-
we have one. Dovré. Right, glue you it together. Send you back to doing some besieging. Check that. Right, we are out of besieging there. Let's march you into the next county. Let's have a look at this one. Let's try and have a look at this one. So we've lost one wing, they've lost their centre, and one of their wings is looking pretty miserable right now. Not to say non-existent. Good.
You might want to go to the counties to the south now with that lot so that they aren't on the wrong side of a river next time.
So what? Take them there. Yep.
Slightly reduce the disadvantage.
It's true. Right, everyone's besieging something over there. Right, my army's arrived in the right place. You revoke some random county. Army of Despot thingy. Right. Hooray! Converted to Catholicism. Brilliant. Join the defensive pact.
Maybe worth seeing if your new. Oh no, you can't revoke that kingdom because it's got inherited, probably.
Let's also see if we can recruit a new Mysticos.
I managed this first time it arrived, and I can't remember, I'm really confused now.
Right, let's invite you to court. Because you've got lots of nice cuddly qualities.
So why is your ability to create Francia vanished?
I don't know.
Did you briefly hold all of the territory of, or rather 80% of the territory? I mean, it does rather look like you hold the whole of Francia.
No, Francia is...
Oh right, there's a bunch in the east, yeah.
Yeah. All my new mysticals. Let's get you studying technology in Constantinople. We hope that it will be nice. Armenian Georgian de jure war over thingy. Okay, whatever. You're expanding the empire eastwards. We're fine with that. We'd quite like you to get enough for us to found a kingdom. So, what are we besieging? Somewhere dull. Right, you're probably quite happy now. Off we can nibble away at Norway. Right, okay, I think all of that is going okay. Everyone seeks to kill everyone else, isn't that nice? Let's just check there's nowhere worth assaulting in Norway. I think they're all a bit tough. Novgorodian Holy War for Kola. Okay. And while I'm waiting for, besiegement to happen, let's wander over towards Novgorod. Just zoom out a bit so we can find Kola. Where is Kola? Oh yeah. Gosh, there's a lot of it.
Yeah, but that's mostly a consequence of using a bad map projection.
It's true, it's true. I've got a new King of Novgorod. Oh well, that's probably... Well, no, it's a holy war. That might carry on with the new...
After all, as long as the target is still the wrong religion.
It's true. Where are you lot going? We are interested. You're trying to glue all your armies together to come and assault me. Well, you can try it if you like, but it could be a giant otter. What's the chance?
It's not anything I wanted to.
Me too.
That might be too far, right?
Hard work transformers.
It's possible I watched the video first time rather than using these terrible instructions, which admittedly the website down there does say the instructions are terrible. I recall doing it right before, but I think I might have cheated and used the video.
Well, so what are you lot doing down there? Queen, okay, Danish papal de jure war over Holstein on the Pope, fine. There's Holstein. Well, we've already got Schleswig, so Schleswig. Castilian Galician de jure war over Coruna, okay, good. That's the kind of thing we like to see. We also like to see our army running into a completely different army that's over there. It's always good. We like that a lot. We're not sure where this Norwegian army is going, but we're not sure it does either. Right, so now we've besieged that. What have we, we're on 91% in there. Oh, let's assault that place. 94%. Right, I think we have to crack and cross the river at this point. Yeah.
French Holy War for being on
Sigil Massa on a Sultan. Okay. We've got a lot of people out in that siege. Well, we'll have to do a quick trawl through to find if there's anyone that could be
Most of them
released.
get released when you into war.
Indeed, some of them will kick around though. So where are you going? You're going to act there. Right. I've got a large enough advantage that I'll finish this siege off and then go and kick them. Right, what are we besieging over there? That's a sit down and wait job. Well, that was a series of extremely rapid siege wins. Right.
That one was not one of them.
That was not one of them, but let's do a bit of thing where we stick some good people on there for once we do actually win the siege. So you're besieging Gisco and you're besieging Voy. So we captured some people. Imprisoned. Joined the defensive pact. And someone wants to fabricate on the Duchy of the Witcher. Or is it Wicker? I can't remember now. You've undergone quite a large loss there. Let's take you on a little trip down here. And then you might be larger. No, hang on, you're I think I've got nearly twice as many. That's your movement looked fine. Whatever. One day I will win a war. Hey, you're besieging that back. Now, let's go and kick you. And let's go and kick you. Let's go and kick you. Both in war on Portugal, excellent. I don't mind that. Right, defensive pact. Seeks to kill, seeks to kill, seeks to kill. Defensive pact, seeks to kill, seeks to kill. That battle is going okay. That siege is going okay. The other battle is also going okay. So, right. Go over there, because haven't finished besieging things.
Right.
We won that battle, but we didn't win the war. So what's our score? Is a bit tough. Right, so what are we besieging over there? Stavanger. Right, you're out of stuff to do. Let's send you off to a new county. I'm sure you'll like it up there. It's not at all frozen and horrible. Laugh. It is kind of frozen and horrible. It being Norway in March. Sorry, beautiful crisp snow, northern lights over the fjord, especially all the way up here in Nidaros.
Yeah, so I think having a non-aggression pact with Sweden is not going to lose you a lot.
No. I mean, to be fair, you know, I could probably just sit around and Viken and so on will take it over, or it will just hemorrhage itself apart.
It does that apparently.
Oops, let's zoom in a level so I can't.
Not very well explained at all.
You can see my armies. Right, we're plodding through that siege. Plod, plod, plod. Join the defensive pact. New state of Aquitaine.
Oh, right, well.
Ooh, I've just inherited the Kingdom of Aquitaine. Well, let's find a suitable vessel. Right, let's. You do not like me very much. You kind of like me. You really don't like me. You actually quite like me.
Why does he like you? Check that it's not like every temple and things.
No, that's all pretty good. Let's give you the Viceroyalty of Aquitaine. There we go. What are we doing? We are hanging around, waiting for...
Probably want to go back to Rome.
It's true. Let's... Can I squeeze any more troops out of there? No. On the plus side, hooray! I was going to say, Norway, I should be shortly winning the war. Right. Enforced.
The Regent is very happy with you ending wars.
Yep. So you lot wait, pause, dismiss, and dismiss.
Probably worth checking the new King of Norway and whether he wants any vassals off you.
Oh, hang on, that's probably in. Right. Duchy of Uppland, which is fair enough. We can. I think that's just transfer vassalage. I think I don't hold that directly, but we'll find out. Right, there we are. There we go. I probably have to create these duchies because
Well, you can check whether they overlap two of your sub-realms. If you switch to sub-realms of England view, can you then get it to highlight that? I suppose what you want is turn on de jure. North. So Lithuania should be able to
Create that. And as of
and Norway should be able to create that. So I think you can.
I think I should wait.
You can leave that for someone else to spend the money and get the prestige if they want it.
Yeah. Right. Let's just check that in this one we've got like some people. We have some people. Right. Let's take time a bit faster while we try and besiege Sandomierz. Let's just keep an eye out for anyone trying to do anything exciting in Poland. But Ostland of War for Gunnar's claim on Finnmark. Oh, who are you? The Petty King of Viken. Really? Okay, I mean you do have 5,000 troops. I will admit that is not like inconsiderable.
So if you could, how many can you raise from Norway at the moment?
It's an interesting question. Let's go to my military tab and look. France, England, Norway. 5,000.
So yes, but of course England, yours will probably start with terrible morale.
Yeah, so if I raise them over here.
You might want Denmark as well.
Yeah, that's fine actually. Yeah, let's... there quickly. Right, I'll just check how we are doing that. We are plodding on. That is Viken, isn't it? Yes. I'm not quite sure why they thought that it would be a good time to do it, except for the fact that, you know, I'm a child and thus they can press weak claims. But you know, there was I getting the nickname for Hammer before I was 6 years old.
And a hamster.
Hamster. It's true. Jihad fails. No, Persia not going back to be a part of that. Right, Princess Ida, so she's my... I lose 50 prestige. Right, let's call you the Dove. It's the all-purpose nickname for someone who you don't want to give a terrible nickname to.
Daft, was it?
Dove.
Dove.
Are you done transforming your...
No.
No?
I'm just resting my rather dented hands.
Right.
My hands are.
Do you feel like Christmas pudding in about an hour?
I think that seems like a good plan to me.
Try.
Right, in that case, can you take the pot, put a Christmas pudding in it, and fill the pot up with boiling water, and put a lid on it, and then set it boiling for an hour. Yes, proper Christmas pudding is not quick. I suppose in theory you could take the foil off and, 100% war score. Right. Right, there we are.
So I presume there's probably a similar reorganisation of vassalage there. That big stripe down the middle.
That's true.
Okay, that's owned by a king already.
That's owned by Pannonia. Let's
I'll still check that
bet.
what things he wants.
Yes.
If any...
None. Right, there we are. One
So
happy
there may
little
be some
mouse.
de jure wars between Poland and Pannonia in the future. But
Glue. Right, let's... you're right, you're reasonable. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's besiege Laco, I think. My Swedish is not very good. I did learn quite a lot about the dialect of Götland at one point, but I can remember absolutely none of it. Yes, in real life, instead of being busy being conquered by the English, they're busy imitating the English court and inviting poets and other such luminaries to it in Norway to spread the good news about King whatever his name was.
I mean, to be fair, you now have a Norwegian king who is a vassal of England.
It's true.
He might start doing this sort of thing.
It's true, but he'll be doing it because he's a vassal, not like anyway.
He may end up pretending to be Greek instead.
It's true. Right. La la la. I wonder where they're going. Well, if you try and get on a boat and come over to England, it'll be hilarious. Okay, that's nice.
I'm going to go upstairs to where I keep the sponges and the lubrication.
So that's off.
Smart of the sub-realms.
That's all.
No, the knowing what de jure kingdom it's part of is not very helpful.
Oh, hang on, sorry, we want that, and then that. Same sub-realm.
That is also all part of Norway.
Right.
So in theory, at least the king of Norway can create that if he has the money.
Well, there might be a crusade in a few years. That will probably improve things. Basically, he's got no cash. So, right, you're trying to find somewhere to besiege mine while I besiege somewhere of yours. Fine. Well, I've got a larger army. I can probably besiege faster.
What's one? Oh no, one of those was someone trying to kill Despot Marcher of England.
Yes. Ransom prisoner. Ooh, we have Karuna. And we now have the Duchy, or in Spain we now have the Duchy of Galicia, or Galicia. Well, I've now got a province next to the Caspian Sea. That's nice. province next to the Caspian Sea.
That's nice.
Yeah, well, it does mean that I can start to launch attacks over here, and it's not completely infeasible. Well, let's zoom in and see what's happening in there. Okay, they're busily wandering the place. I don't know what they're hoping to find. I mean, I suppose you're trying to find an undefended fort. Now I've got a new
You get some
regent.
regents at a hell of a rate.
Yeah. Well, I did appoint a new magistros recently, so that's probably it. I get 25.5 prestige a month. You might need 2 kettles to...
Yeah, so I was just going, actually, there's much less water in there than I thought.
Well, the Queen of Galicia has just snuffed it, so let's get back to De jure Kingdom. So that's Galicia. Who have we got in there? We have him, who does not like me much. We have me. Ooh, I have a county. And Coruna, by someone who doesn't mind me. Right, well, do we make you... Let's grant you the Viceroyalty of Galicia. Right. And that means... I've got County of Santiago, so I've got a spare county.
Also, you might want to assign the Duchy of Galicia to the King of the newly appointed King, or something.
That's true.
Otherwise, you're going to be grumpy.
That's true. Right, Duchy of Galicia. Right, there you go. Right. So I've got a spare kingdom. Part of me is now going, I've got the petty king of Viken who's busy having a war with me. And like my inclination would be to go to war with him to get it back, but I can't because I'll have a truce.
Yeah. No, it's only the attacker who isn't allowed to start another war, I believe.
Oh well.
I think it's only the attacker. That way you can't declare a pointless war with someone and immediately surrender in order to get a 10-year truce with them.
Right. Woohoo! We've stage 1 Bologna Amphitheatre. Right, where's Bologna? There's Bologna. Can we build anything good? Probably not, because we've got no money. So we can build a naval spectacle, animal cages, which gets hunter opinion, and it's quite expensive. More hippos. Where we can recruit gladiators, that is certainly tempting when I have a bit more cash. Theatre stage. Another minor title, which I will certainly do in the long run. Hypercourse, heating pipes. Ooh, amphitheatre retinue.
But I don't know. I wonder if that has the same behaviour as the tavern and vineyard and such like, in that having more than one of these retinues doesn't allow you to recruit more than one honour guard. Because what it does is it turns on a decision to recruit an honour guard, which only works if you don't already have an honour guard.
Yes. Well, I think once I've got a bit more money, perhaps after the next crusade, I build the thing that allows gladiators and build the thing that allows a minor title. I think those work. What are you guys doing? You're just randomly wandering around in the north of Norway. Or you're not even besieging somewhere. I don't get what you're doing, you weirdos. I'm just sitting here quietly besieging bits of Viken. I say quietly besieging bits of Viken. Quietly besieging bits of Viken and totally thinking, ooh, I wonder if I can get a claimant. Aha, right.
I mean, eventually the King of Norway will do it by de jure means. So.
But yeah, the thing is, if I go attack Viken, then that might give me enough to get it to usurp Sweden. You see. So I've got one spare county. Should I start building another holding? Not yet.
I suppose there is the feature that you tend to actually now want them in moderate quantity. Like, one war is not really enough.
It's true. So you've
we were worried that your claimant on Poland wasn't going to last long.
Yeah, but
He lasted long enough.
He lasted long enough. That's very
Did confirm that
important.
he had offspring.
Let's build a castle. Let's also raise some vassal fleets. Are you landlocked? Can I bring you into port there? I can bring you into port there. Because I think what I'm likely to do now is finish this siege, possibly besiege the bishopric, and then nip on a ship up here, and then go and attack them in Nordland. Is my current plan. And then seriously contemplate the benefits of going to war on Viken in the hope of usurping the Kingdom of Sweden. Right, so, let's just assault that. That's quite titchy and quite feeble. Right. Where did I pause? Because I wanted to pause. Right, shove on ship. Ship you over there. Thank you for saying that my fleet arrived in Västergötland. I've already shipped them off to Helgoland. Right, la la la. Look, I'm sure that it's completely fine sailing in the North Atlantic along the Norwegian coast at the end of February. It's not at all likely to kill you.
Curiously, shipping in this game appears to be perfectly safe.
Yes! This is
It's not pleasant, but no one ever gets killed. There are no shipwrecks.
There's not even attrition on the ships for seasickness, especially for horses. I mean, horses are notoriously difficult to ship. There's huge tracts about this in the Peninsular Wars and things. Jolly good. Also, they're looking pretty miserable there, and they're suffering attrition. There are going to be some fairly strict limits there, but we'll see.
Their attrition is only
Out of supply, yeah. But, they've lost 100 people since they started besieging this place. More than that, a couple of hundred people. Right, so you lot, what I want to do is stick you on the ship there, and we sit here and wait for a bit until they're feeling a bit more chirpy. Chirp. Uh-oh, the boss is feeling seasick. You look chipper enough now. Let's send you in to make you a bit unhappy. Right. Well, now the boss has stopped feeling seasick, we can send in there. Come on, walk faster. you've got a organizer in charge. So I can create the Duchy of Gotland, which does span 2 of my sub-realms. But let's see. Let's create that, and I can give that away in a bit. What, however, I can do is find the city of Visby, find the mayor of Visby, and make it,
You can't. No, you have to have a county before you can become anything bigger.
yes. Oh well. Let's grant you the Duchy of Gotland, which will cheer you up no end. See? Right.
She's already under Poland.
Yes. Right, good. We're now having a battle in Nordland. So they do have a very good person. But I do have fairly considerable numerical advantages. Hopefully they're substantial enough to deal with the hills. Mountains, right. Right. That's looking pretty good. I hope that you're now regretting going to war on me. Not as much as you might in about 10 minutes. Right. Back on the ship. Off we go. Back over here. And walk you into the next county and do this all again. I suspect they're going to be in shattered retreat for a little bit. Oh, there's the Teutonic Order. They might manage to hold on to Rovaniemi because no other bugger wants to be there. The only thing that you can get in Rovaniemi is, 24-hour day and night at the solstices, and reindeer, and Santa. But I don't think... While the historical St. Nicholas, I think, has existed by now, I'm not quite sure that the Santa Claus myth, as currently believed, is really very prevalent in Rovaniemi at the moment. I have been there, though.
Well, oh yes, I suppose the Teutonic Order, it does mean that they have at least brought Christianity up here.
Yes. Yes. Yes, obviously that's the furthest north I've ever stayed. I've probably been further north on the Great Circle flight from the UK to DC, but yes, that's just inside the Arctic Circle, so it is Land of the Midnight Sun, Ect. Well, you can get Midnight Sun in Helsinki. Good. Everyone's trying to kill everyone else. Well, that's perfectly normal
Well,
behaviour.
as long as the person they're trying to kill is not you. Well,
It's true.
I mean, actually, you should be watching out for any of your vassal kings trying to kill people, so you can revoke their kingdoms and turn them into viceroyalties.
It's true. Actually, we should pay a bit more attention to that, yes, shouldn't we?
Conveniently, your vassal kings tend to be called despots, so you can spot them.
It's true. It's the one good
You're
thing
weirdly Greek.
about having all this Greek culture kicking around. I suppose we're sitting here and thinking great thoughts about myths and fables and reading our Homer and so on. You're now besieging somewhere. We've got a new Duke of Transylvania. Transurania. Across the Jura, I assume. Let's besiege Bagahus, and then let's besiege Kungahatla. Someone's left the defensive pact against me, that's nice. Magistros. Wow, my income's gone up a lot. But I do have 21 vassal kingdoms. Yep, that'll do it. Yes, and I do get quite a lot from all of my great works. La la la, this siege is boring. Let's make time tick a bit faster. So, good. Right, they're in shattered retreat still.
They decided not to head to the Teutonic Order, but instead to come all the way down to Viken. They couldn't do it by boat.
Yup. Yes, as soon as I'll watch where this lot go.
They'll probably go all the way back to Nordland.
Yes.
But you have the great advantage that you can get to Nordland faster than they can.
Yep, I've got ships. I don't quite know why they haven't got ships. Exarch is a very good title, I do like that.
You're not doing very well, Abelard. I think that's your second failure recently.
Yeah, although to be fair, that is on someone he has buttered up recently. His failure was on someone that previous failure was on someone that didn't really count. Aggression pact dissolved. Victory. And now we're at 56% war score. You've got 2 armies. What are you playing at?
I mean, I think you could offer I think a white piece would be relatively good for you, but it's probably worth crushing them hard. So then.
Well, then if I do, for instance, go to war with them straight after, purely hypothetically. So enforced demands, I get cash. And some prestige. White piece.
And you imprison the king.
Yeah, white piece. I don't get the money.
And it is a fairly generous amount of money.
It is like 250 gold, so I'm kind of inclined to just sit there and wait. If they wish to exhaust themselves running up and down my country, one of my countries. Yeah, thank you. Well, while I'm waiting for them to run up and down the country, let's see if there's any random people we can ransom. War score. They're still beautifully hiking their way up there. Despot of Wales has inherited stuff. Oh dear. I've lost my Magistros.
Well, the previous Despot of Wales who was...
Right. Yeah, got a defensive pact. But Let's just find out how scary the Mongol Empire is. We can't tell. It's tribal. Can we find such a Dutchy thing? Samarkand, right. I'd just like to point out that this is, you know, a daft thing to be doing, but nevertheless, I'm going to do it anyway. Too busy marching it there. Right. Where were we? We were trying to ransom some people.
The whole new Nordland is on the scene.
So it is. How scary is that place? Well, I think I can besiege one place here, maybe two places, and then go and get or become kind. That's nice.
You apparently managed to become kind and envious.
Good.
There's a little message on the right.
Oh yes. Sixth kill. Time tick again. Well, that's got me quite a lot of money. Anyone else? I mean, even if you're only getting 10 a time, if you're ransoming like 10 people, it does add up.
Vash has just invaded somewhere else.
Yes. King of Georgia.
Looks like someone's invading the Teutonic Order as well.
Oh yeah, how exciting. Right, so let's go and see what we've got in Armenia. instruments go up rising over there. Let's go and have a look down there.
Yes, you can be extending.
Back onto Wonderwall again outside.
That's nice.
Yes, it's not nice.
Well, I mean, I've got a fair amount of music if you want something to drown it out with. Oh, but that will probably cause YouTube to go and declare that our
Yes,
video is
it's copyright infringing.
actually, based on what I've seen, it will probably just end up being all advertising revenue goes to the copyright holder in the music,
Which is like fair enough in this case.
it's not like we're getting any. Not least because we have like 2 people watching and they probably all got ad blockers turned on because they're sensible.
Yes. Right. I have no idea what they're playing at. They didn't even actually manage to besiege anywhere. They just
They wandered
off again.
Oh well.
Okay, I mean, if you're going to do that, I will just sit here and besiege Viken, holding by holding. I'm fine with that.
Oh, you can
Create the Kingdom of Armenia. Well.
No, that's Duchy of Azov.
Cancel.
That one we're leaving for the
Kingdom of Armenia. Let's create the Kingdom of Armenia. Okay. Leisure Kingdoms, Armenia. Right, you're currently the Duke of Armenia and you would quite like the Kingdom of Armenia. Right. Right, there we are. And there is one small problem with turning everything into viceroyalties, which is eventually I'm going to get stonking penalties for that because I have
That's fine. You won't have many.
a lot of viceroys.
You won't have very many. Yes, that will cause the others to rise up in rebellion. You defeat them, revoke their kingdoms, and turn them into viceroyalties.
Yeah, but then
Like,
all the viceroys will dislike that.
not. They won't mind it as long as there was a rebellion.
Hmm.
Like one of the ruder tricks in the wiki mentions, which I think is slightly too gamey, is to repeatedly grant and revoke a council position, or I think possibly some minor titles, to someone to get them down to minus 100 opinion.
Yeah.
Then they will rebel, and then you defeat them,
Right.
and then you can revoke their title.
Yep.
But I think that's kind of cheating.
Yeah, that feels a bit something.
But on the other hand, if they merely rebel of their own accord,
Yes. Oh dear.
you might want to switch back to realm view again.
I probably want to switch back to roll view again.
Is there a holding in the southernmost county of Beacon that you haven't got? Is that 'cause it's not not a Beacon holding? No, there is actually a random fort level 0 church down there.
Which I
You can
clearly
push
forgot
over.
to assault. They're probably going there, aren't they? Well, let's finish this siege. Which won't take very long. And then let's meander over there.
Just happening to walk. Oh no, the Beacon army has changed its mind about getting in your way.
Did you just get stabbed by a stoat?
Sorry?
Did you just get stabbed by a
No,
stoat?
the roof does that.
Oh. Okay. Right, let's assault that holding. 100% more score. Release the otter. Right, that's got us
It
some
seems to get you much money.
slightly gold. Right, let's do that over there. Let's check. Truce. Truce with Poland. Everyone is in a defensive pact. The Eastern Defensive Pact.
Yes, the Mongol
Including the
Empire
Mond-
is in a defensive pact
pact
against
against.
you. I mean, a fairly small one.
Admittedly, I have sent my Chancellor there to fabricate claims, so it's not entirely unjustified.
On the other hand,
It's-
yes, Christian Europe is very much not in favour of being invaded by England.
There's a pagan defensive pact, which is also pretty clear on this, and a fairly substantial Muslim defensive pact. Right, is Viken in the defensive pact? It is
Oh,
now.
yeah. Yes, it has a truce, so it can't declare
Okay,
war
well,
on you.
Yes. Well, let's zoom out a bit.
Things
Let's.
have just arrived in their destination where they can be returned.
Right. This. Miss. Close. This. Miss. Close. Close. Diff. Diff. Right, and threatening. Right, let's just go and look at defensive pacts. Is there anywhere in the entire world that is not part of a defensive pact?
Yes, some bits, but not all, of sub-Saharan Africa. And
Bits of the Arabian Peninsula, and it starts to get plausible as you go further east. Ish.
basically the whole of India. See, this is why England invaded India.
Because they went in a
Whatever.
Christian defensive pact
How
against
far
them.
you had to go before you found somewhere that wasn't in the defensive
Right,
pact.
so we have here a Vladimirian revolt, sorry. Do I have any claims? I do. I can claim Dorobets on behalf of 2 random people. Right, let's zip back to a sensible view. So I could declare war on the Torah thingy and revolt.
It's there. It's not like you're going to have to raise many troops to do it.
It's true.
The only question is, well, I would go for the oh right, the Do of Novgorod feels probably more sensible.
Yeah.
That was it.
Right, so which is Torotets anyway?
Again, and we get named.
There it is, that one.
Oh, right. Yes, the sensible one.
It is the sensible one.
Although,
That'll do.
I mean, obviously, the two of Vladimir could have done this himself. But
Yeah, but
maybe he doesn't have such an agreeable regent.
possibly. Right. Anyway, let's wander in there. Apart from Dennis, who's an organizer, I've picked a couple of people who don't have any particular army battle traits, so I'm hoping they will acquire some by going to battle again. Which bit of my empire was that? I erased them from... Oh, Lithuania, that makes sense. I was going to say Novgorod just doesn't have that many troops.
Oh right. Oh, did you raise them in Lithuania then?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was slightly surprised. I didn't actually look, you see. I was just whatever. Right. Let's proceed to Dorobets. Doof, 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 doof.
And the small revolt army south of you.
I think you mean
Well, that didn't last long.
That didn't last long, but we gave it a try. Right, let's shove you back across the border and assume that Vladimir is in the defensive pact against us, which I'm pretty sure it is. Because everywhere's in the defensive pact against us. Right, let's dismiss you. Right, thank you for that. So, Scottish-Welsh de jure war over Clydesdale. Why are you going after Clydesdale? Why are you not going after the sodding great stripe of Anatolia down the middle?
Because Anatolia is scarier than Wales.
It's true, Anatolia is quite scary. Oh dear, I've become shy. Kurdistani Holy War, okay. I have a Duke of Kurdistan. Okay. Lithuanian-Prussian de jure war over Zambia. Okay, right, whatever. You do you.
Lithuanian-Prussian revolt. This is taking on a revolt like you just did.
Yes. So what are you? You are a random relative. Well, let's marry you off to the despot of Brittany. I think that works. And let's get you a guardian. Let's get you a guardian in backstabbing.
You really want your vassals to have good backstabbing skills.
Right, let's turn her into a Castilian Eminor Screes. Ooh!
Okay, let's try Novgorod.
Let's try Novgorod.
Usually get refusals in man's offers.
It's true.
The realm of Wessex has nibbled some territory from Georgia.
Duchy of Dow. Right, there we go, that's more like it. Aha! Yes! My men are ready to Egypt, absolutely. I am right alongside this. Right, crusade beneficiaries. She's too young, isn't she? Bellette's too young and she can't be because she's already an heir. Let's pick a beneficiary. Why is she the spy master of all? Oh, go on. I'm going to pick my aunt. So how old am I? I'm 11. Someone's joining the defensive pact. How's my threat? Less than 95% threatening. That's good. Breton revolt. So we're going to Egypt, aren't we? Yes, Yahid Sultanate, which doesn't have nearly so much stuff. But
you apparently have a small bit of territory in it.
yeah. Let's put him under house arrest. Daughter. Ooh, knowledge of construction is increasing. Slowly.
England, which is not very helpful.
Yeah, it's just control click. So that's actually part of France. So I can raise, like, some French troops here.
You should just make sure that the despot of France, or is it still despot? I think so, likes you as much as possible.
That's true.
I mean, you need not do that right now.
Well, I
Because
might-
some things will time out. On the other hand, you should clearly have an honorary title.
Right. You get to be lighthouse custodian.
You could do that with Marshall as well. Because
That's true.
Cleveland not very happy at the moment.
Despot of Scotland.
Yes, it when you unite it, Scotland likes you.
Oh, they've already got an honorary title. Let's see. If Lusitania. Yeah. You can be High Almoner. Right. English Britain revolt de jure war over Norfolk. You want Norfolk?
Because the Breton revolt was thus immediately much weaker than Brittany and so softer target. So,
Yes.
right, we're going to damn well get Norfolk back.
Back. It's true. French Holy War for Sigil Massor has ended. France won.
That might be why you've got the tiny bit of territory down there.
I think I already had some. I think I might just
Oh
have...
no, because a holy war has to be on the edge of your existing territory, doesn't it?
Yes. So,
Is it somewhere adjacent to... Yeah, or is it... Oh, you're heading southwards down there.
there it
Yes.
is.
Well, gradually creeping down into the
Yeah.
Sahara.
Yeah. So when does this Holy War start? In November. Okay. Is that giving us back? No, we still have a little Anatolian stripe down the middle. Okay. So left court. Joint defensive pact. Someone's been released. Joint defensive pact. Look, we're making money. It is going much better. So I've got 5,000 prestige before, like, I even hit my majority. I don't have much in the way of piety, but I'm pretty sure this will change very shortly as I commit all my troops to go on crusade. The only downside is, of course, I can't get the crusader thing myself.
Because you can't read troops.
Yes. So diplomacy-wise, at least I'm turning out okay, and most my other traits are, like, not. Let's hope that they'll grow up to be reasonable.
But mostly you need diplomacy.
It's true. Yeah, but I'll get a big boost to diplomacy, hopefully. Okay,
I think that was a small expansion of your empire.
probably. There we are. I've got some Armenia. Norwegian Holy Warfare. Right, okay. So you're going to war down here for Alania, which is presumably like... Okay. Fine, good. Right, good luck to you, mate. Ooh, I've been to Fontevraud. That's nice. Why have you usurped its bishopric? Let's check. We still can create the Duchy of Azov. I am humble, so that's nice. But my tutor's gone proud. Well, that's beautifully symmetric. So we've got some of... So what have we got there? That's Carthaginiensis, but that's fine. I can march them to the coast, stick them on a ship, and haul them off somewhere. Can raise Scotland there, and indeed Frank.
Pause while we sort out Galicia.
Yeah. Right. What are they doing down there? So,
Essentially the
Santiago.
previous Duke of Galicia
So
and hence
you are positive, you are less positive. Right, well, also since you're not like 2, let's grant you the Viceroyalty of Galicia. So I can raise that there. I can raise England there. And I've got coast, so I can ship them round there. Ah, Duchy of Azov has finally been created. Yes.
you might want to pay attention to that. Doesn't look like a problem.
No.
So
That looks okay to me.
he's the heir to the Duchy of Trebizond, which is kind of odd.
Yeah,
it's
but
actually
that's
in
held by
England.
England, so...
Yeah.
But it was a lot harder than a few months ago, but Unicron in panic mode. Right.
Right,
Given the giant robot, it's now a sphere.
that is quite impressive. It's
That
also
is
quite
impressive.
spiky.
It's also quite spiky. Yeah, I noticed. And it's not quite closed up properly, but it did some months ago. So clearly I've been incompetent today. Well, that's competent.
So, you're...
Also heir to the Kingdom of Sweden.
Hmm.
So, who is the current King of Sweden? What might you be able to do for him? You could quickly check that you can't diplomatically vassalize the King of Sweden. Oh no, he's a king, you can't diplomatically vassalize
Yeah.
kings. Yeah.
He's part of the Defensive Pact.
Yes. So this will be fine as long as your King of Sweden dies first.
Yes.
Your King of somewhere other than Sweden dies. The
Hang on, I'll just have to
Dies
click
first.
through the list
the
again.
others are all small.
Lithuania.
Lithuania. So your one is 54. King of Sweden is only
45.
So that's a good.
So there's
That's
reason.
fairly likely. Obviously, you can encourage the King of Lithuania to die.
I could, but murdering my own vassals seems like excessive. It's not like, trying to murder people in order to get the, Byzantine Empire or something good like that. It is...
It was the Holy Roman Empire you successfully took by murder.
Yes, that's true. It was the Holy Roman Empire which I took by murder. Well, I
But
realised
no,
I
this
was
will
one of
get
the
you the Kingdom of
candidates.
Sweden by murder.
Oh dear, I'm ill.
Well, you can't be ill.
I've probably
okay,
got
that's not
pneumonia
quite
or something. Or bronchitis. I mean, I am living in England in November. Right. It's crusade time, everybody.
And your illness
And my illness has
is passed.
passed.
And
So,
your holding in Riga is under siege.
and my holding in Riga is under siege. Let's briefly go and look why my holding in Riga is under siege. There's raiders. Right, that's somebody else's problem. So, right. Let's raise a large number of Frenchmen. Let's do them.
Oh yes, that's yours. No, the other one there is the French Kingdom.
Kingdom's army. So, what have we got? We've got Bagel winner. Let's stick. Actually, let's stick Sudislav in there. Heraklios in there. And Avadis in there. And let's do in a bit.
I'll probably switch back to realm view.
Shut around the.
I suppose fine. Yes, anything that can't run away faster.
It's the one. Right, zoom out. Control click. Carthaginiensis raise. March to coastal county. is levy fleets. Right, Scotland. Raise thingy. Let's zoom in a bit. And to march you to the coast, and march you to the coast. Zoom out. Right. So, Armenia, England, vessel fleets, shove on ship. We'll march towards the coast. We'll pick you up on the ferry service shortly. Right. You lot. I know. Let's just send you straight to that coast, and then we can
Come back and pick up.
come back and do the ferry service. Do I want to raise even more troops? That is the question. So I've raised England and Scotland, and Castile and Carthagenesis. Let's see if I can raise you lot. Let's raise the ships. Because I shouldn't get vassal penalties for this. Shove you on a ship. Shove you on a ship. Shove you on a ship. Doof. Send you off to that sea area. What can we... Let's see if we can make a crusade last long enough to get any of my troops there.
What run time is it?
It's true. Right, I'm now running time a bit slower. So we are besieging somewhere random. That's fine. English fleet on the Nile Delta. Right, we are going to shove you as there. Let's put a twinner Bash and not Danish because we probably want you somewhere else. Albert there.
Close that notification thing.
Oh yeah, good point well made.
Oh, no, you want this always to one road.
Yes. Thank you, my army has arrived. My army has arrived there. Let's shove you on a ship. And let's shove you. Oh,
Curses.
insufficient ship. Fine, well let's take that ship out to here. Right, you're waiting there, that's fine. For the... Right, you will land it, so right, let's send you off to that sea area. Right, so we've already besieged somewhere. Oh no, hang on, that's probably that like, stupid trade post, isn't it? But I'm besieging
Oh right, yes.
that place. Is that? Okay, that's probably someone that's in there.
You might want to organise people in Iberia, because I think they're currently waiting for a ship, and maybe if you can you may be able to raise a fleet nearby. Or indeed send in a passing fleet if it has enough space.
Okay, right.
That's nicely the right size.
That's nicely the right size, so let's just send it down the coast a bit. Right, English army arrived in Constantia. Where's that? Okay, right. Glue off. Right. So you're besieging
So
somewhere
the,
there.
those guys have now got a larger army than you have there.
Yes, the question is, do I march that lot down? I probably do, don't I? I think I do that.
Hope that's not going to think.
Well, there's a bunch of allied armies coming this way.
And several of the enemies are fighting one another.
Yeah. Right, so you guys, glue yourself together, walk into the sea. Yeah, you are besieging somewhere, that's okay then. Okay, ship you over there. Embark. Set you over there. Oh, look, coast, good. Right, okay, let's glue my armies together. That's a reasonable set. It's not really enough, and I will want to break them up because of supply problems, but
We've got into a fairly terrifying battle.
Yes.
They have a defensive advantage on two narrow flanks.
I do. And rather better commanders.
We've got some new troops available to
Yeah.
I think it's approximately pudding time.
It's approximately pudding time. Right, let's put Mr. Speed Boots on to get them down there to join in that battle. Right. Hang on, they're still coming off the ship, aren't they? Yes.
Yeah, they're off.
Right.
So you can now send the ships back.
So they're going there. So you lot. Well, let's send you over there, and I'll do a quick tour around the Black Sea.
So you've got the Scottish army waiting on the coast in Italy, I think.
Yes, so as soon as I have a suitably sized free fleet like this one, I'm going to go and pick up some more people. Yes, that's that fleet there. Good. Well, we lost the battle. Wow.
You also lost a commander.
Well, fortunately it appears I have a new spare one. And I
There's
can't.
another battle that's not going very well as well.
Well, that hopefully weren't going to get into a battle. But anyway, let me read my messages. I accepted the peace otter. Right, I think my plan is to finish the crusade and then, I don't know, make custard, unless someone else wants to try making custard that contains no custard. Right, so let's find that little fleet and send it to there. And then let's find that fleet. Select soldiers.
I
Unload.
think that is actually not part of the target kingdom, it's just the same colour as the target kingdom.
Oh yeah, well, let's march that lot over there. Let's shove you around the coast. And you around the coast. And that's probably about it. Right, where are we? We're running into another battle. Probably. Let's try and set their movement to go over there. Set that to going over there. There we go. Okay. So if I can hang on in this battle, you know, like there's 11,000 crusaders coming my way.
Yes, they're just right.
So you lot there. Unload you out there. Unload you over there. Close. But of course I'm leading the battle, so that's all good. So the big downside about being the first mover is that,
Sometimes your armies aren't big enough.
yes. Right, so I've got some spare on.
The Muslims have brought in some more reinforcements there.
Yes, I've noticed. I'm kind of working on it. So you're still busy besieging some random trade post thing. Somewhere, right. Well, let's send you over there. Oh, hang on. Glue.
I think that's somebody else's.
That's somebody else's army. Right, anyway, get on a ship. Go over there. Then we can form glue on the army. I can't really do anything about that at the moment because
Well, both sides are pouring troops in.
troops in pretty much as fast as possible. And I could bring in my 5,000 from there, but speaking of which, let's put in some people that don't yet have the Crusader trait. Okay, pretty much everyone has a Crusader trait.
Ramiro doesn't.
And Nero doesn't.
Yeah, I think all your commanders do.
Yeah. While we're sitting there, do I have anyone that's lacking in? Right, you're lacking in useful attributes, so let's stick you somewhere where you might acquire some. Glue. Army of 12,000. Zoom in. Shove it over there.
I think by the time they get there, it will all be over.
You're probably right, but you know. Right, you're there. Get in the sea. Right, Essex. Salter.
With Wales there with the Clydesdale thing.
I think it was Wales. Blue. Show on ship. Shove over there. Victory. Well, let's see what happens there. I have no idea where half my troops are going, but let's find out. So, you get in sea.
The other ones have got in the sea.
Yeah. Right. You.
So you can bring back the troops from the coast of Rome.
You. Alright, you're going over there. Okay. Right, so we're in the middle of a battle again over there. Go. You lot. Let's go over there. Let's fail to glue together. Fine. Zoom in. Okay, I don't know where anyone's going, but I'm going to leave it alone for the time being. How much further can you run?
They're trying to find some friendly territory. So it's slightly silly because there was some next door. But
Yes. Okay. Did I not dismiss that? I didn't dismiss that apparently. Let's glue you guys together. Let's right, okay, you're there, you're doing something useful. Good. Let's apply glue to that fleet. Let's apply glue to that fleet. I don't know what you're doing there. Let's set you over here. I could probably dismiss the fleets actually, shortly.
no, I think you've still got fleets sitting off Rome waiting for you to give us instructions.
insist on going a long way around Sicily? Oh gosh, I've got a child that's lacking a guardian. Random. Oh dear. Excellent thingy. Excellent.
Oh yes, we've seen the other side of that interaction.
It's true,
Don't you,
we
Tom?
have.
I think there's a battle there that could do with your assistance and you can work out how to do it.
Hang on a second, let me actually do some... Right, Duchess of Iceland, yes. Guardian. I suppose I don't really care who you are. So this one down there, you say.
I don't know quite where about.
You get to go in there. So what have we got kicking around there? We've also got 4,000 troops there, which will help deal with the oversupply problem. Right, let's do that. Let's zoom out. Ah, I've become cruel. Well, it's not entirely surprising. I did just, like, you know...
Looks like there were a couple more battles that may need some...
Yes. Right, you have at least stopped running away. Let's send you back over here.
Pudding.
It's true. Zoom in. I've got 897 people there. They're going to die. Let's shove you over there instead.
How the other battle looks like.
Yes, it's going a lot better.
Overall.
We are besieging some stuff, which is good. Oh dear, something's happened to my sister's guardian. Right, let's assign her a guardian. Let's try and assign her a guardian. Right, so she's Greek, elusive shadow. Right, yes. Yes. Right, all of that is good. Right. Will do. Research economy tech. Middlesex. Back over here. English fleet arrived at the coast of Egypt. You lot. Shall we off a ship? No, 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 no. No, no, no. You lot. Go over there. Okay, so what have we got there?
Even if it might be able to work out what's happening.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Not sure they'll get there in time, but they might
Well,
do.
yeah. Well, it depends which battle we're trying to get to.
Yes. The other one, probably. one did not go well.
You have some idle troops who finished their siege.
I do, you're quite right. Hang on, let's zoom in so we can isolate them. Ooh, not together. March you into that one. So yes, we now have a big fight there. We're besieging there. So let's just have a quick look here.
You should probably look on the crusade page if you want to know what your contribution is.
That's probably true.
Indeed, I think just mousing over it tells you.
Right, 53%. Good, good. Just want to check that I am in fact leading the leaderboard on this.
So that's quite a lot of attrition, but that's only
That's
because
partly because there's like...
You appear to have a stationary army in that county to the west.
I do... let's send them over there. Looks like a fun place to be. Might actually finish the siege at some point. You never know. Good lord. Billette. That's my little sister. She's arbitrary by pointy sticks. Right, let's assign her a pointy sticked guardian. Like him. He looks good. Right, so now we've got some of you besieging Abukir. I've got some of you besieging. Yes. What are you doing? Siege Gara. Right.
Don't suppose you're in a position to help with that battle, are you?
Not really. Right. Maybe. So everyone's besieging something or going to a battle. Right, that's good. How are we doing? Is there anywhere good that we can assault?
Alexandria is curiously going to take a while.
It's not really assaulting with that many people. That's not really assaulting at all. Right. Okay, that's a small army that's coming to say hello.
Ooh,
No, that's...
pyramids.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's not that small. Oh, it's okay. I have some mates who've turned up to say hello in that fight. Right. What's that one? So... build siege stuff faster. Epicure has been besieged, so I'm being reckless at assaulting things because, like, I can't go to war forever because I've got, like, way too many, people in the defensive pacts against me. I'm probably going to send my fleets home. That's apart from that one, which I'm going to bring over here.
Probably bring them into an actual port now.
Oh yeah, good point. There we go. No. I mean, eventually I might crack and, you know, rescue him. But...
So that's an actual married.
Yeah. to someone who I think was a genius.
It doesn't appear to be, but
Well, someone who
someone
was
with
at least reasonable.
qualities.
Yes. Okay, so we have 100% war score. English Peterborough de Jure holding war. Jolly good.
You just need the Pope to actually officially end the war.
Yep. Well, that's fine. I'm happy besieging places. You know, I can get more credit. I don't want cash. I currently want cash. In about 5 minutes' time, I probably am okay with cash. So let's march you. March all of you lot in there. What are we doing there? Can we besiege it? Yes, we can. Assault it rather. Victory.
Also, we get money for every successful one.
It's true. Alright. Let's grab you and, I don't know, shove you in there somewhere. Ah, we won. Right, victorious Crusaders. God has granted Basileus Brock of England victory in the crusade for Egypt. Abdullah Yahid has been beaten at every turn through the war,
Well,
And-
apart from the very early one.
and he has finally had to give up upon his holdings in Egypt. Basileus Brock has granted the new lands of Egypt to Sirma Seljuk. That's not what I wanted, but okay.
Yeah, I can't know what that seems to keep happening. Oh no, your
My-
beneficiary was of age.
Yeah, my last one worked, but this one again didn't.
Yeah.
The Pope has made an announcement about the victory and virtues of the Crusaders as true faithful protectors of the faith. With the Muslims being pushed out of their old lands, there are certainly more conflicts to come. Praise God! And I've got a lot of money and a lot of prestige. Let's pause.
Well, conveniently, you can just go select all armies, march them into that convenient patch of England.
That's the one. I can select that fleet. And well, I mean, it's got people on it. I might just as well shove it back to my convenient port. Right, okay, well, I'll get everyone to the point where I can dismiss them. While I'm doing that thrilling dismissal stuff, could you go and find the packet of custard powder for stoats, which is probably in my cupboard. It's silver. Well, I got some nails of the True Cross. Again.
You should perhaps start remembering to give away your old nails of the True Cross before you
For Crusade. Yeah. I do have an Exalted Crusader Warhammer. No, that was my previous predecessor. I don't think I got anything. I think I got like 3 nails of the True Cross, all of which annihilated each other. Fair, I say. But, on the other hand, I mean, look at all that prestige and stuff. Isn't that fantastic? Have you found the...
Yes.
Oh, weasel. Right, let's dismiss that unit. And you should be selecting the matches and the alcohol that we should pour over the Christmas pudding.
So I should get alcohol. Is this what? Why not? Does that what? No.
No,
what?
no, this is alcohol for pouring over the Christmas pudding and
Oh, right.
setting fire to it with.
We've got brandy, I assume.
We've got brandy.
And the French stuff.
Okay.
Very light.
Oh. Okay.
Well, they say on it, just stuff.
It's good start. You could put all the meaty stuff in a box as well, yes. Okay. Right, I need to save and start the stream. Goodbye, stream.